Today's topic, the number one knee exercises. I am Roland, Liebscher Bracht, and if you ask me what the most important exercises are for your knee to feel as good as possible and be as pain-free as possible, I would show you exactly these exercises. I will show you several variations so that there is exactly the right one for you. In the first exercise, we stretch the quadriceps and other muscles of the thigh, and we like to do that in a prone position. Ina, grab your right foot, bend your leg, exactly, and yes, reach calmly. You can reach it, you can reach it. Attention, the knees must stay together and be careful of a big mistake. The pelvis must not lift, as this causes the hips to bend. And most cannot reach their foot as Ina does, because the leg cannot be bent far enough. Imagine as if you came up to here. Now you would have a problem, you would have to bend the hip, but I would not recommend you to do it that way. Because lowering the pelvis from that position when there's a lot of tension on it and then getting the knee back is almost impossible. And that's why it's better to extend your arms. So those of you who only come this far, that's very often the case, and it's nothing bad. That's how it is for most people. But then the consequence is that it's best to use some tool. I'll help you to put it on here. Now reach here with your hand. No, look, reach here as if you wanted to place the hand like this. Exactly. And reach in like that. Perfect, perfect. And now the trick is actually, no, stay like that and just take the hand back a little. So precisely. Okay. Now the trick is first to go down with the groin. Ina, first go down. And when you are down, then crawl further forward with your fingers. Crawl with your fingers forward like that, but keep your hand on the ground. Exactly, you need the hand contact. And then keep moving your hand further forward, yes, and keep pulling it closer. As you can see, it's a bit awkward because the loop is on the outside. An improvement would be the loop. No, Ina, come out. Let's start again. But we'll take the loop directly into the thumb, like this, so that the hand points downwards, and now wrap it around the inside. Wrapping it around the inside doesn't pull as far outwards, but more towards the shoulder. Attention, the pelvis stays down, the knee stays in place, and the hip must not be bent if you don't have the loop. Then you simply take a belt or something that is equally suitable. You can also reach back, but with the loop it is always better if you can walk beside it. Then you have better leverage. It will be easier for you. If that goes well so far, you'll feel the stretching a bit more intensely, providing an even greater effect. Go back into the position, don't let go, keep holding it, but stay in this position exactly and place something under the knee. What happens now? The hip flexor is a major issue and it pulls down further, but an even bigger issue is the long part of the quadriceps, which goes over the hip. If you now elevate the knee, it will already be pre-tensioned and you'll notice it right away. When you elevate the knee, if you don't have the knee hero, simply use a book or two, whatever is comfortable for you. The knee should be elevated, the groin should be lower. And now you also notice, Ina, that it pulls more clearly because you are already under tension. This makes this exercise much more efficient. Increase the intensity for 2 minutes. Keep going further into the stretch, and please pay attention to the groin. That is very important. And you can also find more exercises on other topics such as back pain or hip pain on our channel, so take a look there. If you are still very inflexible, then I recommend practicing in the kneeling position. You can start, as Ina shows, in the quadruped position and then slowly move further back and feel in your knee. You must always remain within the bearable limit. And then go further down. If it continues and you want to lean with more weight on it, then you put a pillow underneath or a firm cushion. Until you have worked yourself down over the course of a few weeks and eventually sit down, and when you have reached that stage, I always say, then the worst is already eliminated, which leads to knee pain or even to arthritis and so on. And when you are ready, you can continue further. Then you go with your hands to the right and left on the floor, pull in your navel and move your pelvis backwards. I say pelvis and not torso, so you do not overextend backwards above the pelvis and go into a sway back. You shouldn't do that. Don't arch your back, Ina. No, don't arch your back. Exactly, that's exactly the opposite. Pull in your navel to engage your pelvis directly, and when you do this, you'll immediately notice a lot of tension here and a good stretch there. This ultimately improves the mobility of your knee. And now we continue with the back of the leg. Ina, back of the leg with our knee hero. You go on it first. Yes, but how do I go on it now? Straight, so that the foot is straight. Exactly. How high? Yes, that he is right in the middle. That's good. And now there is naturally more distance from the wall, so go back now. Push him back. I think a little bit more. Go a little bit more because the other foot has to go forward. Go a little bit more and now step forward with the other foot. Like this? No, not in front, to the side. So, and go with the left foot into the knee, and now you notice, now you can adjust it nicely. The more you go into the knee with the left leg, the more you have the stretching here. I can already feel it. You can feel it too, right? Yes. Exactly. Now stay still for a moment. The foot must point straight forward. It must not be turned outward, not inward, but completely straight, and the knee must be fully extended. And sometimes during the exercise, you don't even notice it anymore. Is my knee now extended or is it not extended? Exactly. Then you have to go back a little, fully extend, and then go forward again. And then there is even more tension on it. Yes. Also increase the intensity and keep it up for 2 minutes. Always so that it is just bearable. If you don't have a knee hero, you can take a book. Ina, step down. We'll put a book under you. Yes, exactly. Heels must be down. The other foot forward again. Yes. And now bend left. Extend the knee. Exactly. And then take a look. Is the book too big? Is it too small? Compensate accordingly. It can also be 2 books. By the way, click on the knee hero up here, then you will get the information. And always pay attention to the extended knee and slowly down. If you don't have a knee hero or a book to put underneath, you can also do the exercise without them. Then you have to go much further back. Maybe there. Try it now if you step forward with your left foot. Okay, put your hands on the wall so you can support yourself. Exactly. And first, straighten the knee again. Straighten the knee first, and then go into the stretch by bending the left knee. Forward. Keep bending further. That is more exhausting like this, because you are much further away from the wall. But with the knee stretcher, you feel more. You feel more. Much more. But in any case, this way you can even do a stretch. Yes. And then slowly go back out when 2 minutes are up. Now we are focusing on the back of the legs, but on the mat. Always bring your right leg forward and leave your left leg out for now. And now you practically reach. Put the leg up a bit. Touch your shin, pull your foot back, straighten the knee, and pull yourself forward. Arch your back and lean forward. Now you can feel that your upper body is directly against your thighs. That's why you should take your foot a bit further forward. This way the distance here is greater and you can lean further forward. Keep your back straight, stay in the hollow back, and stretch and elongate yourself for 2 minutes, always going further. This is definitely a good basic exercise. But we can do it much better by simply taking the loop now pretty high up around the foot. Grab the stretching strap, straighten your back, pull your foot back first, and then pull yourself forward with a straight back. That is a huge difference. Because now the tension, the stretching from below from the calf passes into the back of the leg. Also increase it again for 2 minutes so that it is just still bearable. If you don't have the loop yet, you can use a towel or a belt. Just make sure it doesn't slip off, especially doesn't tear. And then it also works without the loop, just with the belt. It's the same principle. Can I also put down the leg? You can put down the leg because the left leg has nothing to do with the right leg now. You are fully focusing on the right leg. So pleasant. Okay, now let go. Stay like that and hyperextend your knee. Really extend your knee. What do you see now? Now you see that Ina's foot lifts off. This is the case for many people, that the knee is slightly hyperextended. And it is good now to balance it out so that the knee rests and the heel rests. May I roll the roller down a bit further? You may, yes. For example, I find that, yes, the height is different. Exactly, and one also comes. So choose the roller that allows your knee to rest firmly and also the heel. And now wrap the loop around the top again. And the principle is always the same. First, you pull the foot back. It must go as far back as possible. And then, when the foot is pulled back, you come forward with a straight back, pulling even further at the loop. Yes. Also again, 2 to 2.5 minutes. And you can feel for yourself now the maximum stretching has been reached, right? Yes. That makes a noticeable difference because the leg is simply more stabilized as it is firmly positioned here and there. And now I will show you an alternative because the wheel does have a fixed diameter. And if you're somewhere in between with your hyperextension, it's also advisable to use our knee hero. If you do not overextend the knee too much, you place it like this. If you overextend it a bit more like this. You can adjust it. And exactly like this. When you lie firmly here, you must also lie firmly there. This is a wonderful, precise position for optimal exercise execution. And now we'll do another exercise, again standing, for the back of the leg. Gravity and our knee hero, or accordingly another book. Ina, step on the right side with your right foot. Make sure again that the foot is pointing straight forward. So, and now straighten your knee and go forward. And go with your left foot about there. Here? Yes, maybe a little further. Here, it must feel comfortable, okay? And now we will do the following. Now move your pelvis forward as far as you can. You are not going too deep yet exactly. So far forward with the pelvis until you feel the maximum stretch in your calf. The knee must be firmly extended, fully extended. And I can see right now you are seen from the side with the pelvis further forward than the knee joint reaches. And that's why we put another wedge underneath, because the exercise is optimal when the calf muscle is pulling the most at the moment when the pelvis is still above the knee rest. Step on it. Oh, first of all, I think you said like this, right? Exactly, first on it, then reach forward. And then fully extend the knee. With the other foot, I would step beside it. Exactly. So, and now it's already pulling a lot more, right? Yes. The hip flexor is quite stretched. It may be that you need a lot fewer wedges to already trigger the entire stretch. So, and now arch your back, really arch your back, but don't stick your buttocks out. Stay in the hollow back and go a little further forward. Move the chair a little further forward. Yes. You need to work that out precisely. That's good. Everything fits. Lordosis, the calf is already tense. And now, while in the stretch, move down with a hollow back, pulling in your navel. Bend your arms and go down. And now you notice that when you go down, it pulls more and more. Yes. This is the optimal stretching, and it's due to gravity. There is only one mistake in this, and that is when you have pre-stretched the calf and bent forward. Look, if the buttock were my elbow and you bend now, then the buttock must not go back. Because if at the moment when you go down, the buttocks go back, then you are not really stretching the calf. That means you have to stay in front and then bend forward while staying in front. So you notice it's not quite easy to do this exercise, but if you can manage it, then it is incredibly effective. And if you now feel like doing even more for the knee, we have a knee challenge. Go ahead and try this knee challenge. It's a lot of fun. You will be thrilled.